Hello, my friends. You will really want to get out your phones today and talk with our guests. We have chiropractor Dr. Brad Adams with some great advice. And why are there not more women contractors? Ask Jacqueline Dixon. She is one, and she'll answer some of your fixer-up questions, too. We'll talk with the stars of Perfect Couples and that great group right behind the screen. Jasper Drive next on the Dee Armstrong Show. Coming up.
Live from the WLTZ NBC 38 studios, this is the Dee Armstrong Show.
Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, and how are you doing? You know, when you watch the Dee Armstrong Show, I want you to feel like you had a whole lot of fun. I like to have fun. I'm too old not to have fun anymore. But I want to keep you informed, too. A lot of laughs, but a lot of information. So we have a really big announcement today, especially if you or somebody you know needs a job. Home Depot has announced it is going to hire more than 60,000 seasonal workers. Is that not good news, everybody? That is good news, okay? It's going to help to bring in a busy spring season that they are anticipating. And we have one of the Home Depot reps on the line from Atlanta. Were we able to get? Oh, gee. You know what? I'm going to have to deal with Home Depot because they said they call in at 2 o'clock. Anyway, you know what? I do my homework. So I'm going to tell you what they should have been on the line to tell you today. 60,000 jobs around the country, many of those jobs in the Southeast. When are they hiring? Right now. February and March, you go into the Home Depot in your area and they will take your application. Will you be able to have a part-time job or full-time job? It depends. They will make some of those part-time jobs permanent. And Home Depot says they're going to have competitive pay, and they want you to know that it's going to, you can come on to one of their hiring slots without a lot of skills. So anyway, I learned that. In Home Depot, they'll call in probably about 10 minutes. Too late, Home Depot. We got it on for you. They are going to be hiring about 60,000 people. And you know, I learned a lot of the projects that I do. I do a fix-it kind of show every Wednesday on the news. A lot of those projects I learned because I took my boys, I said, come on. Come on. My mom used to say nothing worse than a lazy child. And we would go to Home Depot and I would make them learn how to fix stuff. And so I love fixing stuff. So that's some great news for me. Janae, you're kind of a foom kind of girl. You're always so pretty, and I bet you don't even want to get your fingernails broken. Do you do Home Depot kind of stuff and fix-her-up stuff?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I didn't, but as soon as I came on board with the Dee Armstrong Show, I learned how to fix these nice light towers here. So I'm learning how to fix it.
Yes, she did. She did. We put her to work. She says, I want to work with you. I said, do you really want to work with us? Because we work, girl. And we put her to work. And she has actually helped to put together the lights behind us. And so that is true. But stay tuned. We're going to have some more information about fixing stuff up. We have a wonderful lady over there. Janae is about to get married. And, you know, you can buy a lot more diamonds. And you can buy a lot more dresses and cars when you save money on those fixer-up projects. So you'll be surprised, too, how simple some of those projects are. Lots of information about fixing stuff up coming up in this show. But right now, let's see what's going on elsewhere on planet Earth. Check out what happened to this motorcyclist. This is really one of those I can't believe it kind of stories. Okay, he's going down the road, and he's hit from behind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, the cool thing is he landed on his feet. He never hit the, look at there. He never hit the ground. And he actually just walked away even though the bike was destroyed. Oh my God. And he thought he was doing a cool thing going down the street, you know, with his camera on and had an accident. But, you know, at my church we would say he was blessed. Amen. You know, he was blessed. And then we have just a little bit of Hollywood news to get the show started today. Yesterday, Mr. Alec Baldwin received the 2,433rd star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, since 2006, he has starred on the hit NBC sitcom 30 Rock. He's received 2 Emmy Awards, 3 Golden Globe Awards, 5 Screen Actors Guild Awards for that role. And he hosted SNL, Saturday Night Live, 15 times. And the only other person who has done that, who shares the title of most frequent on SNL, is Steve Martin, that wild and crazy kind of guy. Well, Janae, speaking of Hollywood, we have a video of Christina Aguilera. Got a lot of comments, didn't it? You know, she fell on the stage recently just after. There she goes. Oh, wow. You know what? She says, I meant to do that. I meant to do that. If you can see back there, there she goes. Oh, I meant to do that. No, she didn't. She fell again, messing up after she did the national anthem. So when we asked you, you know, what did you have to say about the Grammys? That's what they talked about. It dominated the question, didn't it?
It definitely did. We asked our Facebook fans on yesterday about the Grammys. We wanted to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the ugly came from Miss Carol Kaplan. She says she feels terrible for Christina Aguilera, especially being that, you know, she bombed the national anthem and now this happening. She says she's not having a good week, so thank you, Carol Kaplan.
Okay. And it just goes to show you, everybody messes up, so when it happens to me, you know, when I do that accidental laugh, I'll get up and say, I meant to do that. You better not laugh. Okay. All right. You better not laugh. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the newsroom. We have an update for you. A federal judge is delaying a trial in Alabama's gambling corruption case. I see that the trial was scheduled. This is the update. It was scheduled to start in a month and a half, but it will now start in June. So that's the update just in from the newsroom. A U.S. district judge is hearing the request in a courtroom in Opelika. Most of the 10 defendants are looking for that delay. They say there are thousands of pages of documents that really need to be gone through. Because of it, they say they will not be ready by April. Now, the 10 are accused of buying and selling votes on that pre-gambling legislation we have been telling you so much about. Prescribing red wine along with breast cancer treatments could help women respond better to the treatments. Isn't that something? A study out of the Cleveland Clinic looked at combining a compound in red wine called resveratrol with a breast cancer drug called rapamycin. The cancer cells, they say, become resistant to the effects of the drug after a while. But researchers found adding resveratrol to the treatment plan caused the tumor to shrink. Isn't that something? The study has only been done for a while. It uses breast cancer cells in the laboratory, not on women yet who actually have it. It hasn't been tested on humans yet. But they say, you know, this is looking like it might be something good, something as inexpensive and readily available as red wine to help breast cancer victims. Amen. You know, February is Black History Month, and one of the prominent figures in this region among African Americans is remembered in Columbus and Phoenix City. He is Horace King, and he has a bridge that is named for him over the Chattahoochee River between Columbus and Phoenix City.
In any case, what we know is that in 1832, John Godwin and Horace King came to the Columbus area. They came with a bridge contract to build what we call the Dillingham Street Bridge, the first bridge for 100 miles north or south across the Chattahoochee.
John Godwin responded to a bid in the newspaper to come to Alabama and build bridges. To the good fortune of the people of Alabama, he brought with him Horace King. And the history of bridge building in the state of Alabama and the state of Georgia has never been the same. They built the first bridge connecting Phoenix City, or Girard, as it was called at the time, to Columbus, Georgia.
I'm always impressed by the scale of the undertaking that Horace must have done in 1832. He was here, hand tools, mules. 560-foot bridge to construct. That was, and he was a young man. He was in his 20s. A bridge that would support the kind of traffic that we have today.
His favorite truss was the town lattice truss.
In 1820, it was a new invention. Horace was involved in this 440-foot bridge in 1823, and then finally, 32, the young man came into his own here and built the bridge that first tied Alabama and Georgia together across the Chattahoochee River and created that entity that is still a coherent area today called the Chattahoochee Valley.
Horace King left quite a legacy in this area, building a lot of bridges and other buildings in our area too. Although he was born a slave, he was freed by John Godwin, and the two men worked together for the rest of their lives. They became very good friends and colleagues. They built their own friendship bridge between different cultures. And we hope to bring you more of the history of our region from time to time. It's a feature we're going to call Beyond the Marker. And we have a Facebook question for today, talking about fixing it up in Home Depot and Dee doing the Fix-It projects and Janae thinking she helped with the electric stuff here. Jeanette, that's our question. Janae, that's our question, isn't it?
I actually did help. I got my hands dirty. I didn't even know I was an electrician, but by the time I got finished, I was an electrician.
Okay.
But we would like to know, because so many people want to learn how to fix things, what would you like to learn to fix around your house?
That's right. You can save a lot of money, and it has served me well learning how to fix stuff. And coming up, we'll get a spine adjustment with Dr. Brad Adams of Advantage Chiropractic. Two of the stars from the NBC hit comedy Perfect Couples, they stopped by and I get a chance to talk to them. But up next, home repair tips from a female contractor, Jacqueline Dixon. Right after this on the Dee Armstrong Show.